Okay, thank you so much. Thank you again, Dr. Saul and my friend Colin and many other friends that are here. Thank you so much. And especially the third year students that were with me last year in the inner city exposure, and they are still here. So good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop, also for honoring us. So I will be talking about the unreached people group in the inner city of Johannesburg. So this is more, like Daryl says, more practical, the work that we do on the ground. It took us 2 years and more to do this in partnership with the IMB, International Mission Board, and some of the friends are here, like Kurt Olidewes, have been working with me for a long time also, and Colin Dizzle. So before we go into it, let me say this, that the main purpose of doing this is to disciple and plant churches. And as Colin said, discipleship is not a one-click thing, no. It takes time. So we go into the city to find the people groups, the tribe, the dialects, and the ethnies. And then we will do two things. One, to disciple a group. The second one is from that group, you take a person and send a person back to his or her country to reach out to that group. So that is the main reason that we do this work of urban mission. So that is just to give you the glimpse of when Colin was talking, because Colin and I, we've worked for many years in the city. So our talk is more practical. So we are books ourselves. So it's not like we're quoting people. It's a reality that we have seen. So that is when we was talking about numbers. Numbers are very difficult in the inner city to come up with numbers, because things changes, people move, and because of my engineering background, I know that this was built for this and this and that. But the reality is not that. You have more people in the city. Just to give you the glimpse of the city. And this is Joburg. And you see the city of Joburg, and it gives you a little bit of feel. And the next one, the next one is the famous one. If you are out of South Africa, you want to know Joburg. Those are the two towers that comes in mind. So you can picture this. So it's important. So when we talk about the city, the best gift that God has given to the city is the church. So that is the best gift that God has given to the city. So that's where we are. That is the church. Let me underline this. You will see that it's written, member of Baptist Union of Southern Africa and Northern Association. Those two things are very important, critical, if you are working in a city. Because those two organizations that you see there, the Baptist Union and the Northern Association, are important. Even if they are not giving us money, I'm not, or whatever, they are very important. Because I know people, when they talk about support, they see only money. No. You cannot work in the city when you won't have an identity if they know that you are not linked to anything. Look at in the city, we have different ministry. Even this is not the platform for that. We have the ministry of the police, we have the homeless, we have this and this, immigration and so on and so on. So if they know that you are working with the Baptist Union of Southern Africa or the Northern Association District and so on, they take you seriously. And so don't just come and do your own thing yourself. It's not good. It's not a good partnership in the kingdom. And so that is the church, and some of you have been there, most of you I think here. You've been where we are, and the Bellevue Baptist Church is not only the church for the Baptist Union. We serve the whole city. But we are proud to be Baptist by conviction, and we don't shy away from that. So we as a church, we refer ourselves as a church that teaches sound doctrine. We are not panicking for whatever the people are doing or whatever. We teach sound doctrine, but we are free in worship. If you want to raise your hand, you can raise, fall down, you can fall, but you are free in worship. But the teaching must be sound and fine. So it's how we refer ourselves. In our church, we have 14 different countries that made our congregation, and some of you have seen it. And the 14 different countries, I will show you now before we go to the group, are sub-Saharan countries. Okay, I think you all of know when we talk sub-Sahara what we are talking about. I will show you that maybe when we go there. So we have 14 different countries. The first country in terms of population is South Africa. After South Africa, then you have Zimbabwe. After Zimbabwe, you have Malawi. After Malawi, you have, before Malawi, you have DRC Congo. And then after DRC Congo, it's Congo-Brazzaville. After Congo-Brazzaville, then you have Malawi. Malawi, Cameroon, Nigeria, and the list is endless. And we have also Mozambique, people from Mozambique. So if Mozambique, Burundi, Rwanda, Tanzania, those are the people that we have. But you put it all together, it's 14. So the language that we use for Bible study, any communication, anything, it's only English. We use it intentionally because you can't interpret the whole language. It's impossible. Even in South Africa will be a conflict. The guys from KwaZulu-Natal will like not Sotho, the Sotho, and so you want to make it Swahili and so on and so on. So we use only English for the word. So that is important for us. Now, this is the map of Africa that I make so that you can have an idea when we go to the groups, the people that we are working with on the ground. Because you may be here, but you don't know the map of Africa very well. So it's good to know. Especially when you are working for urban ministry, your knowledge must be wider knowledge. Not only theology, no. And Colin is very good in that. This is my friend Colin, quite a lot. So you have to have a wider knowledge. It's not like only theology and salvation, no. So you have the map of Africa. Any map of Africa, if it doesn't have Madagascar, it's not complete. Okay? There we have Madagascar. So have an idea, when we talk about sub-Sahara, it means, what we will talk now, remove the Algeria, Libya, Tunisia, Egypt. Remove those people. And then you have the Sahel country and those, the sub-Sahara country comes. At the moment we are 54. So we'll be talking about all this, some of the country that you see here. And you see Somalia where it is. It's very important and also to see that. So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, here is the work that we have been doing for 2 and 3 years now. When we talk about people group, we are looking for a group of people from a nation that don't know Christ. Okay? The term that we use is unreached people. So, like Colin was saying, and Tara, our responsibility is to reach, to make God known to them, to share the gospel and then disciple them. So what do? We go into the city, do a lot of work to get to where you see that. It's practical work. But this work needs one word that I don't hear often when it comes to Christianity today. It's courage. You cannot do the work in the city if you don't have courage. Forget about this. You need courageous leadership. You need people who are courageous to do the work. Because it's tough, as Colin mentioned. It's not an easy thing. It's difficult. So, then we look at, we started with Benin. The reason we started with Benin, for those who are interested in mission and urban mission, you know Benin, that corner that I showed you there in the map. You know your Benin, your Gambia, and all those. Benin is the center of the voodoo. I think most of you, some of you may know. It's the center of voodoo. So in this country, when you're talking about Christianity, you must know what you are talking about. Because they will test you. It's not a joke. They will test you. So you must know that really you are a disciple of Christ so that you can disciple others. You must know that you have been given the mandate by Christ. It's not a joke. So in Benin there we are targeting Benin because there are two groups that are there in Benin that are most important that are here in Joburg. Remember, this is only for the inner city of Johannesburg, but as Colin mentioned, the definition is loosely. So you will see some of the people will go up to Rosetteven and Primrose and so on, as they push us. So the Benin people, there are two groups that we are working with. They are the Kitten and the Pillar. The Kitten are found in Yeovil, Bellevue, where we are, and Berea. And in terms of number, as I follow them, trace the people, that one we can discuss maybe when you ask questions. There are 36. So now, if you are called to reach out to those people, we will send you there, and you will work with them. And some of them here may be prepared to go back to Benin and reach to the wider group of the Kitten. So that is the purpose. And then you have the Pillar. And then we have also, I will jump because of our time. Then we have Burkina Faso. We have the Julia. They are found in Berea and Yeovil. At the moment, they are 25. So you can do the same thing. You have also the people from Chad. They are here in the city. Like Colin said, the mission is here. It's right here with us. So even if you don't go wherever you go, you cross everyday people, you cross every day. So you have the Julia, they are in Berea and Yeovil, they are 87. And then you have also the people from Côte d'Ivoire, the Bisa. Because often the people from different countries, they think that our country, it's evangelized, no one is unreached, we are fine. It's not true because you haven't done work. So you see the Bisa, they are there, and we have also the Konyaga. The locations are there. I will be jumping. And then you have the people from Congo. The Congo that you see there is the Congo Brazzaville, because Congo Brazzaville is close to Congo DRC. And you have the Bangi there as well. They are in Yeovil, and a lot they are in the Rosettevel area in the south. So you can see that Rosettevel is not really the inner city, but as we said, it's the boundary being pushed by density. And then we have also in DRC, because I'm from DRC, people DRC, they talk also a lot. They said, no, we evangelize, we all know Christ. It's not true. Here are the people that you can reach is you are called by God to do it from the Congo. We have the Bangambo. Those people are a lot. This was much easier for me to do it because I'm from there. And you have you are in Berea, Bezveli, and Rosenthal. And then you have the Ngando. Those are the northern part of the Congo. They are also in Berea, Yeovil, and Bezveli. And then we have also the Ngiri. They are in Berea, Bertrams, and Bezveli. We have the Ngongo people. They are also in those areas. So you can see that there are so many people. And then we have also the people from Gabon. We call them the Northern Teke. This tribe is found in DRC, it's found in Congo Brazzaville, and also in Gabon, the Teke. So this group, it's a very interesting group also that you can reach. They are in Berea, Yeovil, and the boundary have been pushed. They have followed them up into Kensington area as well. And then you have the Jam Guinea. We have the people from Madagascar. Madagascar is very important because there are not a lot of people from Madagascar here in the city of Johannesburg. Very, very few. So one of the area for mission also is Madagascar because it's not really reached properly as we see it. So you can do that. Interesting one is Mali. The students who have done the exposure with me will see we have the Yeovil market. In the Yeovil market, you will see there's a lot of Francophone coming from Africa. You have Senegal, you have Mauritania, you have Mali, you have Senegal. But when you go to that market, you will find a lot of people from Mali. They are selling, they are traders by nature because of what they are. And then you have the Bozo of Mali, and then you have also the Fulajal of Mali. So they sell there. And those people are found in Base Valley next to the area because of the mosque. There's a big mosque in Base Valley. So if you want to reach those people, you don't call them to your church, you go to them. So change the mindset of mission. Don't call people, come to my church. No, you go and meet them where they are. Start group. We do Bible study in the coffee shop because we like coffee and so on and so on. Shopping coffee and different things. So you follow them, not them to you. And you will start the work in the city. So it's important. And then the most important group that you know also, apart the Malians who are selling, are the Wolof from Mauritania. Because the Wolof, you find them in Senegal and also in Mauritania. It's a big group. So in Yeovil market, we have a lot of Wolof people who are there. And they are very open people to reach out as well. But they are traders. And they are a lot in Best Valley, in the CBD of Joburg, and Yeovil, and in Bertrams. Especially Bertrams and Best Valley is where they are because there's a big mosque in there. So if you want to reach them, you go there. We have met certain group here. We have talked to them. We have shared. I think Jonathan, one of our friends from the IMB, works also with some of the guys already in that area. And then we have the Mozambique, the Manika of Mozambique, mainly in Rosentelve, a big group in Mozambique. And Rosentelve, because of the history of Rosentelve, with the Portuguese speaking, and then Bertram's Troivel and under the CBD. I jump, the most important group also for me is the Herero of Namibia. That also a group that if you are called to reach, they are mainly in Brixton area and in an area in Yeovil there. So this mainly I will jump to just to Nigeria, as we were talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is there's a group there called the West Magi. I know all of you know the Yoruba, the thing, because it's a big group. Here is the group that is not reached. And they are in Yeovil and Orange Grove. And when the xenophobia broke out, I think you saw on TV next to our churches, Yohan and down there, Rural, in that area down, you saw they are vacating people from the block of flats or from the houses. It was quite a big thing. It's where you have the group of the West Magi there. They are not well known, but they need to be rich for Christ and know the. And the Bambara of Senegal also, they are not well known, but they are there. So they need, and the Maniga are the same group that we saw. Let me jump to another important group that we want you to reach out if you are called, is Tanzania. Tanzania has got a lot of opportunity in the city. You don't have to go to Tanzania, they are in the city of Joburg. We have the Konong of Tanzania. There are a lot in Yeovil. They do delivery. You will see them next to ShopRite. They have Bucky's and they do delivery. And also in Bertram's. And then you have also the Ndengeroko of Tanzania. And then you have also the Rwandese. It means this grouping, also you find them in Rwanda. Even though in Rwanda, you know only two groupings. You know the Hutu, because it's huge. And then you know the Tutsis, because also it's huge. And there's another group that you don't know often. It's a small group. They are also in the city, but from other country. You will see when we go to Zimbabwe. They are called the Twa. The Twa in the DRC, they are called Pygmies, the indigenous people of DRC, because the Bantu are not the indigenous people of Congo. I don't know what happened with the story of the world. The indigenous people are always oppressed. So the Bantu of the Congo are not the indigenous people. The indigenous people are the Pygmy, but they are the Twa also and so in Rwanda you have also that group of the Twa. I think they are 2%. And among that group also, they need to be reached. So that's why here we refer to them as Rwandese to make a difference. And then you have the Tanzania, also you have the Suba, you have the Ngwa of as Tanzania. Remember, Tanzania has got, by history, had two countries. You have Tanzania, the mainland, and Zanzibar. So after they come together, then they call it, because it used to be the Republic for Tanganyika and Zanzibar. So they brought Tanganyika and Zanzibar together and get this name Tanzania. So that is the name that is important. So let me quickly close there. You will see in Zimbabwe, I got a lot of friends from Zimbabwe, we work on this. Zimbabwe, you will see, you have the Twa there in Zimbabwe, and the Chikuta, where they've discovered this mineral now, and then the Twa. So they are in the CBD and Hillbrow. There are a lot in Hillbrow, like 15, and Berea and Yeovil. So that is basically what I wanted to share with you. But if we engage, we'll go more into detail. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.